This morning, we have the pleasure of talking to somebody that, at least for Aly and I, we have never gotten the chance. One of the RadioU legends here. So many songs showed up. We just did the 50 Most Wanted of 2024. So many of their songs were in it. We have Matt from Spoken. Matt, welcome to the Hudson Show.
Good morning. Good morning to you guys. Good morning to everyone listening.
Good morning, Matt. It is great to talk to you. Now, I'll tell you, Matt, that when I was informed that we were getting the chance to talk to you, what was said to me was that, this is from Nikki, she said that Matt wants to catch up on what's going on with Spoken. So, Matt, catch us up. What is going on with Spoken?
Well, one, we still exist. We're still a band, which is shocking in so many ways because, I mean, it's a lot of years, to be a band. I was thinking, it's been a long time since we have been to Columbus, for one. We've been to Lancaster, recently. We played at a new venue called Rock House 39, which is, it's amazing. The fact that you guys have that in your state is incredible. So it's like I was thinking about RadioU when I was there. I was there for the Broken Bottle Christmas event. And I'm standing there on this stage and, every time I'm in Ohio or near Ohio, when I'll play one of our songs that you guys have played, I'm like, how many of you guys, listen to RadioU? And every person in the room listens to RadioU. So I'm like, all right,
Nice.
I've at least got to get in touch with them and see what's going on. And I emailed Nikki and just, I wasn't sure if it's like, it'd be like an immediate, like, yeah, sure. Or it's like, well, I mean, what do you have in mind? What's going on? All this stuff. I'm like, we're still a band. We're still touring. We're still playing shows. We had a new record come out this past year. We're working on new music. We're continually booking shows. We're still in this, and we want to be more present with RadioU and Columbus and all over Ohio. So it's just one of those things, like, let's be in contact more,
Yeah.
and with the listeners that have supported you guys for so many years. I remember my timeline is really bad because, one, I'm old, but I've been doing this a long time. But like, I remember being at GMA week, hanging out with. It was back when David was on the air on TVU. I remember that's where I met Nikki. It's where I met Obadiah. It's where I met all these people from RadioU. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy. Like, a radio station is talking to us. This is really cool. And by the way, I still feel that same way all these years later. The fact that a radio
Thank
station
goodness.
is talking to me. No, I think it's so cool. But I remember being down there, and I went to a showcase, and I heard a band called Send the Beggar. And so I'm like, oh, well, these guys are cool. I didn't know anything about them or whatever. Anyway, a couple months later, I was driving through Ohio, channel surfing, because that's what I do while I'm driving. If I'm not trying to somehow, talk people into hosting a Matt Baird acoustic set or a Spoken show, or trying to book something for somebody else, or I'm to the point of where I've bugged my wife all I can bug her during the day because she has stuff to do. During that time frame, I was driving through and I was just channel surfing, and it stopped on RadioU. And I remember them saying, I don't remember the DJ, but they're like, and here's a song by the band Send the Beggar. And I had heard the same song that I had heard them play in Nashville 2 months earlier. I'm like, this is so cool. And that's always the thought I have when I think of RadioU. And I think of Wendy's breakfast, of going to breakfast with Obadiah after being there for interviews. There's a lot of history. There's a lot of great memories. And so why stop? Why stop? Let's continue.
Absolutely. I think we're excited about it. I think all the listeners are excited too. And I'm excited, Matt, that you reached out to us and we've got a lot going on. And I was like, oh, he better have something good. But you did say we're working on new music. You got shows coming up. If you can, like, what is the rough timeline for the music? How long do we have to wait here?
Well, I mean, this is the problem that we run into with one. We do live in 4 different states, and we meet up to play shows. The guys fly in, I show up, I pick them up, we play shows, they fly home. I normally do acoustic shows to and from and around and whatever.
Yeah.
But I actually talked to our drummer, Jared, this morning. more about a bunch of stuff, but we're going to plan on recording a single at the end of March. So we'll have a single that'll go to whoever will play it immediately after that. It's going to be a really quick turnaround. That's the plan of what we're wanting to do. And the thing is, like, we have right now probably 10 songs that could be recorded, but we also need to have that conversation of like, okay, what kind of record do we want to make? What are we doing? What have we already done over the past? What was Reflection like? What did people love the most about Reflection? And then let's continue to expand, and grow as songwriters. And, just what kind of song do we want that first one to be? But that is soon, because March is coming up quick.
Yeah, it is.
But yeah, I'm planning on getting together with Jared, and all the music will be done. JR will have all of his parts, tracked by then, and we'll record a song, and we'll just let that momentum kind of keep going. But as far as a whole record, I would love for a whole record to be out by the end of the year.
There we go. It's on the way.
That's awesome news to hear. I want to know, Matt, I always love to get your perspective on the music that you listen to. So one of the questions I always love to ask is, if you could have written any song, what would it be?
What genre of music?
It could be any genre.
Well, currently, I really wish I had written Gratitude by Brandon Lake. That would be really great. I really wish I would have written anything that Phil Wickham has written in his lifetime. That would have been really cool. I really do like Wage War. So anything that they have released, I'm about it. But as far as a song that I wish I had written, it would be Hold Me Jesus by Rich Mullins.
Oh, wow. Good pick.
What an eclectic collection there from Matt. I got one more for you, Matt.
Okay.
I want to know, like, Spoken's been going for a long time. You've done a lot. You've had a lot of amazing things happen as a band. But what is left unaccomplished on your musical bucket list?
I mean, that's really hard, because I wake up every day, I can't believe we're still a band. The same way I wake up every day, I can't believe I get to do acoustic shows or guest worship. I'm shocked that I get to talk to my wife. I'm shocked that I get to breathe, and so everything I could be done right now and be so grateful for all the opportunities and the people that we've met and the people that have supported us over the years in any way, shape, or form. I think I'd really like to do some sort of something that was, straight up. I mean, 2 days ago, I finished writing a song that falls into the country song category.
Hey,
it's really hard because of the timing. It's really hard because of the timing of these people that are trying to cross over from the pop world into country music, and
that is the trend, isn't it?
Some of it is good. Some of it is really good. Some of it I don't get. I don't understand. But I'm a huge country music fan, and so growing up, that's what I listened to the most. When I was hanging out with my mom or my dad, it was like Elvis, Creedence Clearwater Revival, the Bee Gees, Beach Boys, George Strait, Don Williams, Alabama, all these country artists. And then, it just, I love music. I love listening to music. Again, I'm a channel surfer. Like, I really am. Like, when I hear a radio station that has DJs they're actually cool to listen to, and I don't know who they are, I'm like, wow, I'm entertained, but I'm also intrigued by this person. And they talk to the listeners as if they know them. I think that's really cool. I love that. But it was a conversation that my mom and I have had for years and years and years about fishing, and just these certain elements of, the dogwoods blooming. And at that time of the year is when the white bass are running, and the places that we went to fish. I had no interest in fishing, never did. I've taken my kids fishing a few times, but the moment we catch a fish, we're done. Like, cool, let's go. But it's a song about a conversation that my mom and I have had many times. and it's about life. It's about us being together and being on the riverside. And you know, you when you're in that situation, you close your eyes, you feel the breeze, you feel the sunshine on your face, all of those elements that are going on around you. It's overwhelming. And when you do stop and think, you're like, Jesus gave this to me right now. Jesus gave this specifically to me. And because we see so many situations in life through our own eyes, and that can be totally different than the way other people see it. And I finished that song a couple days ago, and I have a voice memo recording of it, and there is plan to actually record that song. And
Yes.
I think, again, the timing of it is not great because of, Post Malone and Beyonce releasing country records. It's people like, oh, bandwagon, huh? I'm like, if a person knows me, they know how much I talk about country music. They know that I play country songs at my acoustic shows. They know that. They know that I really love talking about it. And they know I grew up in Arkansas. So who doesn't listen to country music in Arkansas?
Right.
So I might have to wait until, if I did anything with it or released it or anything, it might have to wait until all the craziness of pop stars going to country music calms down.
Oh, I can't wait.
So,
I am fired up. I'm fired up for New Spoken, but I'm equally as fired up to hear a Matt Baird country song. That sounds amazing to me.
Yeah. I sent it to my wife. I can't say she's said a lot about it yet. I don't know that but she's heard that story so many times, like she's heard me talk about it. And I played some of it last night at an acoustic show I did. And last night I played this venue in Glendale, Arizona. It's called Tones and Bones. And it is amazing. It's such an amazing spot, because I was there and did an acoustic thing with JR when it was just a bare room. There was no stage. There was no paint on the walls. It was an old CrossFit gym or something. And to be there last night and to see the space and the stage, the sound system, the lights, like all this, it looks amazing. And it's one of those places that a lot of people don't know about yet. And there needs to be bands play there a lot. It's the same as Rock House 39 in Lancaster. It is an amazing venue that people need to know about. And I'm also, I'm excited to be there with the protest in March. It's going to be awesome. Can't wait.
Yes. Well, I mean, we've been all over the place here with you, Matt, from Rich Mullins
have you ever
to
had a
George
conversation
Strait.
with me?
Yeah.
That's a typical conversation. And people are like, wow, random, huh? I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's random, but I'm saying there are things that people say that make you think of things, and like, don't miss the opportunity to say it,
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not going to release a country song on a spoken record. So where else am I going to even talk about it?
No, I love it. This is a lot of fun, Matt. We're excited. Next time you're near the RadioU studios too, let's get together. Let's get some Wendy's breakfast, I say.
That sounds amazing. We would love to come back. And like the guys that are on tour with me right now, only one of them has been to RadioU ever, like as far as I know. So that will be a new experience for everyone.
Well, it'll be new for you too, because we're in a new building now. We're right next door, but to where you would have come before. But yeah, we gotta get together.
I would have shown up. Yeah, let's just do it. You tell me when, and we'll figure it out.
While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.